Sawasdee Krub, and welcome to Kontroversy on TAN Network. I am Rodjan Singto Dogon, and this is Golf, and this is Tulip. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
And we're all very bright today.
Yes, of course.
From our very nice sponsor.
Yes, Giordano store, shop,
Certainly.
and Platinum Mall.
Platinum Mall.
Yeah.
I love her dress. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, anyway, here.
Anyway, back to you.
Back to the rock star. Now, your story, Tulip, first is LabRats is probably the last thing you would call these pooches?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's exactly what it means. When you talk about lab rats, you're not
Yeah.
going to think about these.
Oh, as
Pooches.
pooches, yeah, as like
Yes.
little doggies.
Yeah, doggies. The thing is, there is this one laboratory. It's a building for the pharmacy company that they do the lab tests
Yep.
and all that kind of thing. But due to the bad economy, so the company filed bankruptcy and they just abandoned the building. So the official came in and they found it's 120 beagles in the building.
Dogs.
It's all beagles, all
Is it
dogs.
for like cosmetic?
Alive,
or
alive. They
what
are
kind-
all alive.
What kind of products are they testing them on?
They said basically it's
oh, they're
cosmetic.
so cute.
And what they do to this dog is called inhalation test, which I tried to find online. I couldn't find the specific procedure.
Yeah.
But mostly just inhale stuff, I guess. They said they cannot detect any damage yet.
Okay.
And I mean, as far as all the rescue people see, they all look healthy and happy. So all of them that got fixed already, it will be put on adoption.
Right.
But the thing is, I never think that they used beagle for, I mean.
But how long has the building been sealed
Yeah,
off
that was
before?
that was
they
my
didn't
question.
say in the news.
It shouldn't be that long if
So-
they're still
so
in
They
good
still look
condition.
all healthy and happy. So it
These
shouldn't be that
evil
long.
scientists using animals against their will, as they don't really
I don't know
have-
if it's against their will. I think they never asked the dog.
Well, I mean, putting them in a human context anyway, do you know what I mean? Because, experiments
Right.
are
Look at
experiments.
Right.
Is, oh, I don't even know what I was going to say.
Well-
Sorry, this type of stuff just makes me angry.
The thing is,
and
I
I've got no comments. Sorry.
You know, I always support the product that said no animal tested.
Right.
And but I'm super hyper allergenic to bunch of kinds of cosmetic. But I try to use these kind of product as much as possible because I cannot take animal cruelty. Look at that, so cute.
But the thing is, if you tested them and you filed bankruptcy, would that be your responsibility to find homes for them
yes,
at least?
but
To just leave it?
Yeah, but you know,
Well, they're
I
testing
mean,
them as experiments anyway.
For
do you know what I
them,
mean?
they're just a subject. They're like a lab rat.
Yeah.
Like I said in the subject. In
Yeah,
the,
but they're
the
not
name
a
of the
Yeah, but I mean, I
furniture
wonder
when
if
you
one
can
of these
leave.
scientists, men or women, go home to their families and have a pooch pet.
Oh.
Actually think about what they've left behind. This is the thing about, I actually was at dinner a little while ago with a bunch of scientists just by coincidence through a friend of mine from overseas, and there was a few Thai scientists there, and we argued because of this scientific type. I'm not saying, not singling out, and being sort of generic that scientists, they're all the same, do you know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is that some of them these were biochemists, do you know what I mean? And they've said that, well, if we're going to sort of get chemicals for cancer and things like that, we have to test them on animals.
Right.
Right.
And I just said, well,
to some certain extent.
I said, but the thing is that, like, that, what if you hear, if you used to use monkeys and stuff like that, and some parts of Asia they still do. What if you hear this monkey in pain or whatever? They just went, well, that's part of the process. And went, that's just disgusting.
It's what they do.
I know, but I mean,
I think-
imagine, how can you work in that environment?
I think for them, they probably think that better to hurt animal than hurt the human.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing, but they also said, right, if you test it on animal, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the same result.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to be safe
Therefore-
for human anyway.
Exactly.
But but you cannot get human to have it tested.
Although
anyway.
there are people who, I used to have friends, I don't know if I could call them
Get well
friends.
paid
It's
for it.
probably my acquaintance friends,
Yeah.
my classmate when I was doing my master degree.
Yeah.
And this girl would actually go to
Volunteer?
different it's not voluntary. They get paid.
Yeah, they get
paid.
Yeah.
Like to test certain products.
Yeah.
And this girl would do that. That's the way of her getting paid, and you know.
So does she get occasionally rash? And
I don't know, but she got a weird things to apply on at certain hours and things like that.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like,
I guess that's after it been tested as safe for animal, the next step is to test with human. That's what they do normally. I think the thing is, it's not illegal to perform this test on the dogs as long as it's done humanely.
Well, what does humanely mean? You know, seriously.
Well, it's the same thing when they kill the whale. They said as long as done humanly, who knows?
Well, killing, there's no human.
There's no human way of kill an animal tested.
So, I don't know.
But anyway, all 120 is healthy and safe.
Oh,
Then it will be put up on adoption on Friday, which is another 2 days.
But aside from being scientifically
hang on.
tested,
Sorry, excuse me for one second. Where is this?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay, right. I just wasn't sure what country. So, it says evil Americans, okay.
You just want to say that. I know you knew. Deep down you knew.
I actually didn't.
You just kind of want to say that.
To be quite honest, I thought it was China because China actually use a lot
No,
of...
China don't do animal they eat it.
So
they don't do animal testing.
Well, at least the dog dies quickly, not sort of being tortured.
How do you know it died quickly?
I've seen it.
Do you know
I've
what
seen
they call Hongdae food that
Yeah.
you actually eat fish when it's still moving? It's Chinese food.
I've seen it all. I've even remember.
They're still breeding while you're picking the meat.
In the Philippines where they cut the monkey's head off and they eat the brains out.
So you cannot.
I've heard of it.
And it's. I mean, I was unfortunately as a child close to it, and my mother put her hands over my eyes and just went, gross.
Well, it is gross.
So,
but no, what I'm gonna say was that even apart from being scientifically tested, even within my own neighborhoods, I've have neighbors who have dogs as pets, and
a dog.
I don't know what's going on. Dog. But
I was gonna say I have relatives have geese as pet.
Anyway.
But
go on with your story.
this neighbor, I can understand people loving, their children and things, but they used to have this dog in the house, like, raising it just like the actual
pet.
Like your doggy, like your doggy.
Exactly. Right, and then now that they have children, they have baby, they put this dog outside the house.
Yeah, that is so.
And it was just really sad because the dog didn't really understand what's going on. And every morning when I passed the house, this dog was just like staring at the door, like, why am I not being let in?
No, that is not as bad as some people that as soon as they have children, they just put a dog on adoption or just put them in shelter or rescue.
Exactly.
But that's what I mean, like.
Well, they could put the children outside and keep the dog. the baby's looking at the door.
If people decided to have pet or
it's commit for life.
Exactly. Look, most people. I was seriously fighting with one of our dear girlfriends here the other day. She wants a rabbit, and I said to her, I'm not going to say her name because she's going to kill me. But I just said, you don't need. There was rabbits out the front of my condo when we went to my place the other day. She said, I want Singto, I need that rabbit. So we went up to the rabbit. It was all dressed up in the Thai style, which is cruel as far as I'm concerned. These tight little like woolen clothes.
Rabbit dressed up.
Like you can
in
buy
Thai costume.
No, Thai style because
Thais
like to dress up their animals. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Which I think in a cool environment, sure, but in a hot environment and a rabbit, that's cool because its legs, Anyway, and she said it's so cute. I said, yeah, but when it gets older and starts pooping everywhere, you won't want to know about it. While it's this little fluffy, cute thing you can fit in your hand, when it's actually
but the little fluffy thing would poop too.
It do.
No, but the thing is that
jumps around.
I understand that, but when it's cute, it's cute pooping. When it's sort of like becoming ugly and old and pooping,
it's true.
I see so many people, like especially around here, like that sort of they don't live in condos, they live in old style houses.
There's a bunch of people that abandon pets when it's get older.
All these like rabbits in cages and stuff, and the cage is as big as the rabbit. It makes me crazy.
We do have rabbit, and it is such a beautiful animal and tough. She is, we think she's a girl, and she lived like 7 years. actually they said it's longer than normally rabbit would.
But she jumps around your
She
yard.
jumps around. She jumps
have a
around
yard,
the house.
Yeah.
She doesn't
She
go
has
outside.
gigantic yard.
My dad bought those kind of real grass, pieces of grass, like maybe 2 or 1 square meters, and put in a house for her to just be on the grass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pooping grass.
Pooping grass.
Okay,
and
anyway.
eating.
Yeah. We'll see you after the break.